sturdy jungler in the Olaf. I think that Keen is just going to put on an insane amount of pressure in the top lane, and he should feel safe to do so at all times. The bot lane is going to be, I think, the interesting win condition for the side of DRX, because they're going to try to make this Aphelios valuable, try to crush this lane, be aggressive with Alistar so that he can roam a little bit, you know, be aggressive related to those aggressive trades so he can roam a little bit, and then hopefully get some of those turret plates that Aphelios has been functioning around throughout the LCK here in our first 2 days. That's the idea. Get that early macro lead, but it is going to be so difficult with that Camille matchup to deal with on top.
Yeah, that's the saving grace here for the side of Afrika. We'll see if Keen can put on the carry pants once again, or will he be thwarted by the side of DRX? As looks like we're just about ready to hop into this first game of Match 4, so let's hop onto the Rift right now. And here we are, Bang hopping onto the Jhin. Kaisa coming back into the meta. It didn't have too much success, but then a couple of games later we were like, oh, okay, well, now we get it. And, you know, she's not going to be played too much, because yeah, that's what Keen is going to be banking on for sure. And it seems like he's doing just fine, farming under that turret as well. Just to talk about, feels bad. Yeah,
mid diff.
It's just we got you know, 100 gold in the lead right now for Afrika.
At least you can't ping CS.
Feeling pretty good.
You know, if you could ping CS in game,
yeah,
toxicity could just get even higher. You know
that was by design.
I think so.
When Riot was like, yeah, let's make it so you can ping things. You
pre-planned or not, I mean, it is going to work out that way, as we do see the ult committed.
He was so dead. Oh man, he was just totally destroyed. TF Camille together are an incredible the games that we see it in. And even if it's safe, it still gets bullied like every single game we see. So, you know, while teams have been preparing the Gnar, obviously, and picking it a lot, I mean, he might just die again. They're diving him here. In comes the TF. The TP comes in, and that Zoe is going to have enough help, it looks like, from the turret, although Fly wants to go for more. They're going to continue poking him out. Yeah, with the Rift Herald coming in here, you can see Solka is desperately trying to poke them down, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. The flash comes in with the hook shot, and they are going to take it down. That is just 2 kills, essentially for free, once again, and that is going to be the turret as well at 12 minutes into the game.
Especially after that first series of yesterday with Rascal, it's like, feels bad.
Wait.
Destiny cooldown, I'm telling you.
This is just, he's just dead again, man. This is so sad
Destiny
to see.
cooldown, bro. Okay, Destiny's on cooldown, I'm off cooldown, I'm going. Or he's dead.
Yeah, we got the red buff, we got the blue buff, and now we have the orange buff up in the top side. They collect it again. It just gives you extra gold and a sense of pride or something. I don't know. It's just essentially free. It's free money right now for Afrika, and they're farming it well. And now they're going to rotate down on the bottom side. They also have pressure down here as Keen does teleport down. It looks like Becca looking to set it up. Nice flash in, but he actually gets body slammed and will be denied some of that potential for a follow-up catch. But a nice little route here onto the Olaf. He should go down. Here comes Pyosik trying to get into the mix, but not quite able to get too much else done. So they do get the 1 pick onto the Olaf. And, you know, at the same time, TF pushing mid, getting some turret damage done, not half bad.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if you can try to get more here, as Lens is super aggro right over the wall, but I don't know if this was the right play.
Yeah, this is very Lens. He's just, you know, he's gone on an expedition here.
Yeah, Camille doesn't have
He wanted some exercise, I guess.
Yes, so. He's got his Gale Force online. Okay. Fly.
And okay, they're gonna go for a dive here. Fly. Well, he's gonna give some back. A little bit of charity there. Just saying, oh, I didn't realize this turret was that low. And unfortunately just gets dove a little bit there. The team looking to come in and support him, but interesting position there. He's got a target on his back now, but immediately coming over the wall, here comes that Camille super fed. Has the stopwatch as well. They're just able to play front to back. King and finally makes his way in. Actually does a nice amount of damage up on the top side, but the rest of his team is kind of just dead here. You can see that Soka desperately trying to carry his team. Well, they're going to try to get that one, and here we go. They found 5 members of Afrika, and they want a fight. It looks like they're going to get on top of this Olaf, who actually does...
So much disruption. Becca's on the side to make sure that he doesn't have the perfect angle. There's the cask.
Keen is zoning out the Alistair. The smite will come in. No jungle here for the side of Afrika. Gragas maybe going a little bit too far as Kingen gets a huge ultimate in the front line, and that is going to be a triple kill for the Graves, following up after taking down.
They did not even chase that side lane. They're going to force a teleport here, but the inhibitor's already down.
Oh,
they want the win.
Fly is just, I think he's just dead here. Hopping in, the boomerang is going to get the job done. And Keen, incredibly strong though, on the back line, is going to get that Guardian Angel down. Now he's trying to get on top of Becca, not quite able to do so. But still, he is trying to go 1v2. He's trying to distract as much as possible, but his team is also dying. And I think that's just going to do it as he goes down as well. DRX have figured out Afrika, and they will take game number 1.
What a turnaround. Finally grouping for fights, finally starting to force those on the objectives, not letting that 1-3-1 comp roll them over.
How that game was broken down. And, you know, it's not going to tell the whole story of kind of the way this game went by any means. I feel like the Dragons...
Welcome back everybody to the 2021 LCK Spring Split Analyst Desk, and DRX is kicking off the split with a win versus Afrika Freaks. We saw another Gnar coming out. We are having all eyes on Gnar, and there are a lot of picks that kind of stand out in the current meta, and a lot of people have been arguing that Gnar is the trap card. A lot of players fail to show its strength, rather they keep repeating what the weakness of Gnar is. DRX was going super defensively and passively in the early game. However, Afrika made a huge mistake, kind of snowballing their leads, and they kind of lost to their own macro. It is true that DRX was behind, but they were really sharp, making decisions to punish their mistakes and also the overextension of the opponents. Afrika Freaks were on a perfect score with the Twisted Fate Destiny Gate, but at some point they started to overextend all around the map. We wanted to kind of tell them they have to know how to kind of hold back. Let's take a look over here. Camille and Twisted Fate successfully made another kill on Gnar. It was a really good move coming out from Afrika, but meanwhile, Gragas placed the ward in the enemy jungle, and then Camille kind of TP right after that kill. So DRX read this like a book as well, so they were actually ready to kind of react to it. While Aphelios was well aware of the Afrika mission, so he was able to go safe, and then actually DRX players were able to re-engage this fight attempt, and this one ended up being a score over to DRX. Aphelios was in a very safe spot, so there was no reason for them to kind of engage onto him, kind of trying to pick the Aphelios. They could rather go safe, they could just look for other points all around the map, but they were overextended. Well, the opponents were fully ready, so you are not really supposed to kind of attack on that opponent. Maybe you should take your time, kind of hold back what you want to do. So I think that was the moment where DRX started to get their momentum and get their ball rolling. Camille and Twisted Fate is all about the split push and also 1-3-1. And especially Camille and Twisted Fate can compensate each other. So they always want to make the opponents kind of lose the macro and rotation. They always have to be at the opposite side of the one and each other. They have to take turns when Camille is on the side lane. Well, Twisted Fate has also be on the side lanes, but kind of Africa lost their tempo with their macro.
속된 말로 정신없게 플레이를 해야 되는데
Well, no, you have to run around the enemy's mind, but Africa was being too nice and generous in this game. And let's take a look at the Baron fight that kind of decided the result of this game. Olaf was picked up, so it was actually natural for DRX to try this Baron. However, the teamwork was not that ideal on the side of Africa Freaks. Camille was chasing after Alistar, and also the remaining Africa Freaks players couldn't resist opening this fight. Well, yeah, it was really close for picking up some of the kills for Africa, but you know, thinking about their team comp, they should have kind of hold it back. This kind of eager to open fights because their main theme was the split push, utilizing the power of Camille and Twisted Fate. So we want to say Africa's effort to make better macro decision was not enough, and DRX managed to show their potential. NAR was already a little bit dismantled in the early phase, so we can understand why they were being super passive in the early game, and they did manage to come back and find their own power spike in the later phase. Now it's time to check out the player of the game, and it's gonna be Pusic with the cool pose. Victory over to Graves, which is not also having a really good time in the LCK, but Pusic's Graves was really powerful on the other hand. Well, Kingen also worked really hard in this game. And you know, there were some pop of team fights coming out from NAR as well. And Pusic seemingly to be the leader of this squad currently in DRX. Well, in the current meta, it is actually hard for the junglers to scale well when your laners are having a hard time, but Pusic did a wonderful job. And he was able to nuke down the AD carry in the back line with the shotgun. And also, Dread was also not able to finish this kill with the support of the DRX players. We can see that Graves is pretty much powerful in this kind of extended fights. And Kingen, as we mentioned, also has some great game, and also Soka popped off in this game, so they were sharing some votes with other teammates as well. We did see some of the potential from the DRX, so let's check out whether they can continue this momentum or whether Africa Freaks can fight back. So I'm gonna pass it back to our casters. Thank you!